If you've been looking into buying a house in a 55 and older community here in Georgia, chances are you've heard of Cresswind. I think it's pretty safe to say that Cresswind is one of the biggest and the best 55 and older communities that we have here in Georgia. But is it the best choice for you? Let's find out together as we weigh both the pros and cons of Cresswinds at Twin Lakes. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Tanya Cristiano, and I specialize in helping people relocate to Georgia and build their dream home. So if you're interested in moving to Georgia, I want to be your realtor, and I want to help you through the entire process. Please contact me. All of my contact information is going to be linked in the description below. Lately, several people from all over the United States have reached out to me for help with choosing a 55 and older community in Georgia. And I don't blame them because Georgia has some amazing communities to choose from. Because of that, I've been delving deep into these neighborhoods. In fact, I've done videos on my channel where I give a tour of each of these communities, their model houses, and their amenities. Each of these neighborhoods have their own unique features, and what works for one person may not work for another. So in this video, I'm going to dive deeper into the pros and cons of living in Cresswinds at Twin Lakes. Eventually, I'll do videos on all of the top 55 and older communities in Georgia in hopes of helping you narrow down the best fit for you. When it comes to choosing a house, it all boils down to three main things: location, cost, and lifestyle. So let's get started by examining Cresswind's location. Now, Cresswind's is located in Hoschton, Georgia. Normally, when I talk about location, I talk about proximity to the city. However, since this is a 55 and older community, I'm going to assume that the majority of people who are interested in living there are either retired or able to work from home. So the question of location has more to do with proximity to life's necessities and also entertainment and activities. Hoschton is not a city where you will be dealing with any type of traffic or rush hour. And I know this is a major plus for a lot of people. In fact, when you exit the highway and head towards Cresswinds, you're going to notice that you're passing a lot of open fields and pastures, which give you a very peaceful and tranquil vibe. But you might also feel like you're going out into the middle of nowhere. While Cresswind is a bit more secluded, it still has relatively good access to all of life's basic necessities. For example, the main grocery store, Publix, is located 3.5 miles from Cresswinds. The Walmart is only 6 miles from Cresswinds. And the brand new hospital, Northeast Georgia Medical Center, is only 6 miles from Cresswinds. So in my opinion, if you can get to a grocery store and a superstore like Walmart and a hospital in under 10 minutes, you're doing pretty good. There's so much to do within the community, which I'm going to talk about later in the video when we talk more about lifestyle. But even with that being said, it's still really important to have access to outside entertainment and activities as well. So let's talk about some of my favorite places to visit in Georgia and see just how far it's going to be from you if you decide to move to Cresswind. Now, within only 5 minutes away, you have Chateau Elan Winery and Resort. This is a great place to spend the day. Obviously, you have the vineyards and the winery, but you also have nice restaurants and a nice golf course. And on top of that, a resort and spa, which is great for out-of-town guests. You also have downtown Brazelton, which also has nice restaurants. And one of my favorite is the Brazelton Brewing Company. Of course, they have great beer, but they also have really good casual pub food. Now, about 25 minutes south, you have the Mall of Georgia. And Mall of Georgia has a lot of shopping, obviously, in and around the mall. In the mall, you have your regular, department stores. And then even surrounding the mall, there's lots of shopping like Target and Costco. You have lots of restaurants to choose from, and you also have some fun activities like Andretti's and Topgolf. Now, 35 minutes south, you have access to some of the neighboring cities' downtown historic areas, like downtown Duluth, with lots of really unique dining options. There's also events happening there all the time, like Food Truck Fridays and Movies on the Green. Check out this video here for a full tour of the historic downtown Duluth. Now, Lake Lanier is another great destination here in Georgia. If you enjoy water sports, this is going to be a great option for you. On top of that, they have a gorgeous golf course, hiking trails, and a water park. Now, 45 to 50 minutes north, you have Athens, which is the home of the University of Georgia. College football, especially when it comes to the Bulldogs, is a big deal here in Georgia. The games are so much fun and the campus is beautiful. Also, about 50 minutes from Cresswind, you have downtown Alpharetta and Avalon. Downtown Alpharetta is another place with some great dining options. You have the Alpha Loop, which walks you through greenways and takes you from downtown Alpharetta to the Avalon. I absolutely love hanging out at Avalon on the weekends because their restaurants are wonderful and I love their shopping. Now, 1 hour away, you have Dahlonega. And you may or may not know that here in Georgia, we have our own little wine country. Now, it in no way rivals Napa, but it sure is a fun place to visit on the weekends. You've got about 10 nice wineries with cute restaurants. They have a really nice atmosphere, and it's just perfect for hanging out and enjoying some wine with friends. One of my favorite places is Monteluce, and I actually got married there. It is one of the most beautiful wineries in Dahlonega. Visiting Dahlonaga's wineries are the perfect weekend activity when it comes to having a place to hang out with a beautiful atmosphere and beautiful landscape. Also, about an hour away, you have access to everything that's available in the city, like the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, the Fox Theater, the Georgia Aquarium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is the home of the Atlanta United soccer team, and we have most of our concerts there. We also have Truist Park, where the Braves play, and then just 15 minutes past that, you have Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, which is Delta's largest hub. Hartsfield is an extremely large international airport, so if you like to travel, it's very convenient. So there you have it. All of your daily needs are under 10 minutes away from Cresswind. And then within an hour, you pretty much have access to everything that Georgia has to offer. If you're not working or commuting into the city on a daily basis, then maybe this location is ideal for you, especially if you're trying to stay away from traffic. But if you need to access the city on a daily basis, in my opinion, you would not want to live at Cresswind Twin Lakes. So is the location a pro or a con? Well, I really can't answer that for you because it all depends on what's important to you. Number 2, price. Now let's talk about price. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the cons category. If you've been exploring the Cresswind's website, you probably have noticed that the homes start in the low 300s. However, the reality is that it's going to be very hard for you to purchase a home in this community in the 300s. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find a home in the 400s. Even the 500s is not going to buy you a lot at Cresswind. The reason is because the starting price that you see on the website does not include the land, any structural upgrades, or even any of the design features that you see when you visit the model houses. In fact, if you were to build a home at Cresswind at the base price plus the lot, the home would no doubt look absolutely nothing like what you see in the model house. Most people end up spending anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 on top of the base price. This community charges for every single thing that they put into the house. It's kind of the opposite of what you see is what you get, because what you see in those model houses is not at all like what you get, unless you put $200,000 of upgrades into the house. Now, if money isn't a factor for you, then this may be a pro, because it also means that you're going to be able to choose from a ton of upgrades and options, which will allow you to truly customize your home. Another con worth noting is that the homes are very close together. If you are looking for larger lots, or even just 25 feet between your house and your neighbor's house, this is most likely not going to be the community for you. Just having driven around it all the time, it looks like there's about 10 to 12 feet between the houses. And of course, not every lot is the same, but I think you get the point. The lots are small and the houses are close together. The HOA dues at the time of this video run at $269 per month. But this includes the gated entry, landscaping and irrigation for the common areas, individual home lawn maintenance, security monitoring, high-speed cable and internet, as well as all of the amenities, and there's a lot. When you first move into the neighborhood, there's going to be a one-time capital contribution of $1,494. I know that this is not cheap per se, but if I'm being completely honest, I do feel like this is a good value because it includes so much. If low maintenance living and top-notch amenities are important to you, then $269 per month is well worth it. However, if you're the kind of person who likes to do your own lawn maintenance and will never take advantage of all of the amenities, then this extra monthly cost may be a con for you. Number 3, lifestyle. When it comes to lifestyle, it's pretty hard to beat Cresswind. The fact is that overlooking a beautiful lake, I think it's a major plus. There's something about being able to look out over water and enjoy walking trails around the water that's just good for the soul. On top of that, you have state-of-the-art amenities, including Georgia's largest private pickleball complex, a huge $14 million clubhouse with an arts and craft room, a billiards and games room, a coffee bar, a lounge, ballrooms, a fitness center that rivals Lifetime Fitness, and you have a resort-style pool, both indoor and outdoor. The event lawn for parties that overlook the lake is beautiful. You have a community garden, a dog park, there's kayaking and fishing docks. You also have a full-time activities director arranging tons and tons of fun activities and concerts and clubs. I mean, forget it. If you live here, you will never be bored. When it comes to lifestyle, there's really nothing to complain about at Cresswind. This is what they do. It's the top of the top. So if lifestyle and socializing are something that is important to you, and it's something that you value, Cresswind is going to be a great option for you. Well, there you have it, the real truth about Cresswind at Twin Lakes. I tried to give you my honest opinion on its pros and cons, but when it comes right down to it, what I consider to be a con and what you consider to be a con may be two very different things. So I hope that I've given you enough information to make that decision for yourself. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I specialize in helping people relocate to Georgia and build their dream home. And I have a lot of experience with several of the 55 and older communities here in Georgia. So please feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is going to be linked in the description below. I would love to talk to you and really get an understanding of what is important to you so that I can place you in, or at least guide you to the right community, a community that is going to make you happy for years to come. Also, at the end of the video, I'm gonna link the video that I did touring the Cresswinds community. I go through the model house and the amenities. In fact, I have done several videos because they have 15 model houses. So there's different model house tours in each of the videos. So definitely you're gonna wanna check those out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye y'all.